live on the internet if you can't make it out. I'm here with Caleb.
And Jeffrey is up doing tests so much and loves tests.
And to let us know about all our wonderful sponsors that are bringing the parade.
Absolutely.
On to you, Jeff.
There am I, yes. Coming in. That was our hosts down on street level. Looking like an absolutely wonderful day. So we want to mention the sponsors, of course, as I hear the bagpipes coming. Let's just go ahead and fade that. Of course, Ballon's Ice Space. Bremer Bank helping us out again this year. Thank you so much, folks. Who else, as you can hear those Coffee Landing Cafe, of course, our good friends there at the Coffee Landing. And International Falls Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Thank you so much once again. Hasbargen Customs. You know, they made shirts for us last year.
They did.
They did. Wonderful time.
They're lovely
Lukacic Gentle. Once you're done with Coca-Cola, go see the good folks, including Dr. Gilo. And, of course, Packaging Corporation of America. And back around to the sports shop. What a wonderful evening or afternoon that we have.
Lovely warm evening, afternoon, yes, as the pipers and drums come closer with all of the flags, starting off the parade as we usually do. I think they usually start us off, don't they?
They do.
So. I think it's kind of tradition.
There we have...
Waving of the flags, salutations of saluting.
Often a Canadian group, I believe.
Really?
Is it normally a Canadian group?
Oh. Sounds like it's probably correct.
Gotta get the hat off for the flag to come by here.
Yes.
Here. My hair is a mess,
But that's okay, because we're mostly on radio. This is one of the few times over the year.
I have a hairdo for radio, as they say.
Yes.
Yeah, my mom always said I had a face for radio, too. I wonder what she meant by that.
Yeah, my parents always did, too. Weird.
They always said I was a funny guy and, funny looking, too. I guess, I'll take that to heart.
Well, we all say that. Honoring America.
Oh my goodness, they have the littlest drummer boy with them today.
I love that story. Color guard has passed, signaling the very beginning of the parade.
Look at this tiny little drummer. Oh, it's so cute. That's adorable.
It really is.
Yeah.
Okay, we have our first float coming along. As the bagpipes move along there.
Yes, the bagpipes are moving along. We've got the VFW float coming by now.
Okay.
Lovely streamers.
Who is our honor guard on top of the float? Can you guys see down there?
I cannot quite see from where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chirp, chirp. That's the sound of the police, who are coming up a little bit here.
Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Okay. Everything, if you're tuning in from Points Abroad, we do have, well, it says 73 degrees. I think the heat index is maybe 20 degrees higher than that.
Yeah, it's about 90 degrees out here today, but the clouds have moved in and is giving everybody just a little bit more cloud cover so that it's not quite so oppressively hot out here.
The Royal Canadian Legion just passed by.
Yeah.
Excellent. Love to see them. Diane and I went to the ceremony at Civic Center in Fort Francis yesterday, affirming our two communities' friendship.
Good.
As is tradition.
Yes.
Is tradition.
Little pause here in the action. Do want to remind you, check out our sponsors. If you live locally, well, take advantage. Or if you don't live locally, buy a ream of paper today. It's still useful. So
well, if you don't live locally, come here and buy anything.
Yes. at the sports shop, which just went by. Or, Balon's Ice Space is the ad that's currently up on screen. So here's some police officers.
And coming up after the Falls Police Department, we have the Sheriff's Department, followed by, I'm guessing, by all of the fish streamers, the DNR.
Or
Yes.
Voyagers, I think it says on the banner.
See, we have that treat we got last year with the giant. There's a giant bear that's been part of the parade in the past.
And I bet it's just a bear to put together.
Oh, stop it. You're unbearable. This is the banter that you all miss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not our fault, folks. There is a half block gap.
Coming up, we have the lovely folks from Voyagers.
Yes, the National Park, yes.
Voyagers National Park. Visit, well, maybe not this weekend. It's a little crowded in town, but,
I believe it is Minnesota's only national park, correct?
I believe that is true.
And walking along with them is a gigantic fuzzy specter of death, an 8 to 12 foot bear, walking along with the parade.
I just wish to remind everyone, psychopomps come in all shapes and sizes. Love those who bring you to your eternal rest.
No, but Frill, it's a very impressive costume that they've made.
I think we had this conversation last year before. Is that technically a costume?
Yeah, I'd say it's a costume.
Okay.
And I believe one of the bearers of the sign is Kate, right?
There we go. Now the folks can see a better angle of just how gigantic this bear is. He's kind of a wicker bear, really.
A little bit, yes.
Yeah. He has
As with every 4th of July, we will be setting it on fire later tonight and dancing in effigy around it.
Kidding,
Kidding,
everyone.
of course.
Kidding
The
everyone.
Icebox Radio Theater would like to say there is likely high fire dangers in many areas of the state. Please celebrate responsibly.
Yes, be very careful with your fireworks. Enjoy responsibly tonight.
If conflagration is a must, please do so near open water.
Ah, the first of the loud exhibits.
Yep, because coming up after the Voyagers National Park, we have the Fire Department, who is a very big part of 4th of July celebrations all across the country, helping make sure that all of our fireworks are taken care of safely and responsibly.
And just coming up following Voyagers.
It's Voyager. Oh, he's coming right up to the
Thank
camera.
you very much,
Thank
man.
you.
Happy 4th. Behind the Voyagers
We've
is
been given
Voyagers
popsicles, everybody.
Conservancy. It's the nonprofit arm of the park. Very wonderful people there as well.
And I know what you're thinking as you look out here. Why exactly does the fire department have a Corvette? I don't know, but I'm going to see what this sign on the side of it says, and we'll figure out with you.
Those of you viewing at home.
Wow, wow.
Looks a bit like Batman's car if he was had it painted red.
Yes, this is one of the brand new C8 Corvettes, I believe, which is rear engine, not front engine anymore. Rear engine like the Ferrari.
Wow.
You never know what you're going to get here at the IVR2.
You really don't.
Automotive trivia from Justin. That's a whole podcast by itself.
The parade
It
is
could
like
be.
a box of chocolates, you see. Well, the clouds have
This would be
rolled
our
in.
mayor coming by in the Corvette. That is who is in the brand new Corvette.
Okay. Maybe it's his and not the... Maybe taxpayer dollars did not directly go into the purchase.
I would assume that, no,
Yeah.
this was not bought with taxpayer money.
Yeah.
This, on the other hand, was a gorgeous fire truck from the International Falls Fire Department.
The clouds may have rolled in, but it is cooling down significantly, and that is still pretty lovely, I will say.
Ladder unit, of course.
Yep, we have to, by law, have a ladder tall enough to reach the tallest building in our county, which for us is Packaging Corporation of America.
Wow. That'll be great for laddering.
Yes, it'd be great for all that laddering we do.
And this is, in fact, ladder 2, which implies at least a ladder 1. It is the ladder, you see.
I do not have script approval, by the way. That's just Caleb Silvers.
That is just me.
That's just Caleb.
You know him, you love him, you probably don't even know him, but you know, what do we do?
Pardon the noise as I'm tearing into a popsicle.
I was just wondering, is it raining? I'm picking up audio of raindrops.
Nope. That was just me trying desperately to get into the popsicle that we were offered.
Don't you have a pocket knife apparatus with scissors in your hand?
Yeah, but that would have been louder to get to than just ripping it open with my teeth.
I see.
And this way we get commentary.
It's in my fanny pack, you see.
Well, when you're opening up plastic with your teeth, be sure to go to Gilo's Dental, Lukachik Dental
Even. Lukachik Dental Even. And ladder truck has stopped to pick up a passenger, a service I wasn't aware they offered.
Maybe it's the lottery.
You win the lottery, you get a ride in a fire truck? I'd go for that.
Dude, I'd be all over that.
Man,
I'd buy tickets for that lottery.
absolutely.
As long as there's like a sloppy Joe dinner too, that'd be great.
Pancake feed.
Yeah,
Why
okay.
not both? Do one in the morning, one in the afternoon. Come on, man.
Even imagining sloppy joes or pancakes this time of year is like, or in our current weather.
You just throw them
What
on
if
the
you
grill.
just take the sloppy Joe meat and put it on the pancake?
Communism.
If you roll it up like a taco, you're kind of getting a bit of breakfast and brunch. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
We're being rescued by the fire department. They have water. They're cooling everyone down.
Okay.
If they spray it near the camera, I'll make sure to block it.
That's what the umbrella's for. I was
Yes,
thinking rain,
yes,
but
exactly.
enthusiastic firemen, that's not that bad to do too.
Look, I would prefer to live in a community with enthusiastic firemen over unenthusiastic firemen any day of the week. I would love for my emergency services to be on the ball, just like ours always are. We've got our EMS ambulances rolling by now,
Uh-huh.
followed by our search and rescue team as well.
Appreciate their hard work, of course. Always rolling in style.
Yep.
Here comes Smokey the Bear with the Minnesota DNR. I hope Smokey is not smoking in that suit. It must be a little bit warm.
There's our snowcat. Good view of the snowcat. And also, I imagine you could go through a lot of swampy territory with that.
Which is good because there are a lot of very swampy areas that our DNR needs to get to
Yeah.
check various things in Voyageurs National Park.
International Falls is actually designated wetland, so yeah, if you come up, bring your waders or a swimsuit or both. Just probably not both at the same time.
Wade in your swimsuit. Ah, not a parade without a band, but here comes one right now. That's got to be Falls High School, yes?
I'm assuming.
One would assume, yes.
And the flag crew's on strike? Is that what's... Nope.
Nope,
Part of the
they're
routine.
stopping.
Part of the routine. Gotcha.
They actually recognize it.
I got distracted. I'm sorry. Three of the just fluffiest dogs just walked by behind us.
Poor things.
Yeah,
They're
look rough.
so adorable.
But a moment of credit for these wonderful kids from International Falls. School's been out for a month, and they come together not only to play, but to march while doing it.
Much respect.
I learned how to play the piano, but this is still pretty great.
Hard to march with a piano.
Yeah, you never know.
Just need assistance, you know. Let's see what's coming on next, guys.
A Jeep pulling a bunch of balloons. Can't quite tell what's on the float yet, but there is another float coming.
It says peace on the sign.
All right.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of all about peace, as a matter of course, so. I believe I recognize a few folks there as well. There might be a bit more information on the back.
Possibly, yeah.
But a very patriotic float nonetheless,
Yeah.
and well done for sure.
All we are saying.
And then the smallest float of the parade for Bacchus. Two,
Oh dear.
two.
Yeah.
It was the Bacchus Community Center.
Broadway on the Border. Join the cast today.
That's right. Broadway on the Border was delayed a couple of weeks.
There's another opportunity, so
Coming
you
up
still
now.
have time.
We have the Radio Lake Medical Center. I'm assuming there's a bunch of volunteers and their family and their workers.
One would think, and a nice convertible in the front.
I believe that was the Doctor of the Year.
Oh, get honored with a convertible ride. Very nice.
Henderson, I believe it was.
What did the T-shirt say, guys? I can't make them out from here.
July, and the Y is an ophthalmoscope.
Ah, okay. Bet they had those printed up at Hasbargen Customs.
Mayhap indeed.
We've had the marching band. Looks like we have a gaggle of cheerleaders. And
Justin.
Along with the football team.
Never mind, I was going to say, obtain that can koozie for me. I require it for koozing. But unfortunately, it was gotten by another. But you know what, that's fine.
Well, look, the kids should get all the candy, but if they're tossing out koozies,
I'm just saying.
yeah.
My
Richard
wife
Peterson.
nabbed one for us, so I'm good to go.
Excellent. Oh, wow. Are those giant inflatable footballs? What are those?
Yeah, those are football balloons.
Oh, okay.
Would those be great for footballing? I'm not
I
familiar
believe
with
they
the
would
sport.
be impractical for footballing on account of them probably just popping pretty quick.
I see.
Would make
I'm-
a fumble very difficult to suss out.
How do you get a
True.
home run in football? Remind me.
You put the ball through the hoop.
Well, I thought
beat
you
the
had.
goalie.
I thought you had to get the puck through a ring.
Oh, yeah, puck ringer. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But how does that get
That's
the
why they
slam
call it a
dunk?
home run football.
Uh-huh. I think you just grab the football and go home as fast
yeah,
as
yeah,
you
yeah,
can.
yeah. If
Well-
you can get home with the football, your team wins.
Well, this is lovely. What's
Yeah,
this?
we have a pontoon boat made up to look like a loon, a wonderful
Ooh,
float.
Very nice. Okay, could see it better at that angle there.
It looks like it's the Voyagers Outfitters, perhaps, and just kind of generally broadcasting Rainy Lake as a tourist area.
All in favor of it.
Me too.
I am in favor of it.
And there's not on camera currently. There's my lovely wife picking up
I-
candy and throwing it at the children. Isn't that nice?
I have just been informed by my wife that the Falls band was pelting the city workers with candy.
Oh dear.
So
So a
Like
fight's
one.
broken out within the parade.
lines have been drawn.
different
Lines have been
factions.
drawn.
Just passing now is the American Inn by Wyndham.
A
Oh, yes.
lovely little scale model of our hotel here in town on the
Yeah.
back of that.
And I believe that was being driven by Milt.
And if you're watching from out of town, there's several
May
brand
have
new
been.
brand new hotels. Well, okay.
One moment, everybody. I found a stress ball.
Would that football be good for football?
Yes.
This one would be great for football.
And I also notice Justin is holding the lav mic like one of those Instagram girls.
Yes, I am. If I had something silly to attach this to, I would.
You see, Justin always
That's
wanted a
the
career
real TikTok way.
in NPR and relations. So,
Caleb, give me your popsicle, actually. No, just kidding.
Justin asking for my popsicle live on air, folks. You heard it here. How dare
You could
It's
just
a
clip
hot
it to
day.
your shirt like they were designed. Wait a minute.
Or
Caleb and I had this whole conversation one time about how much we dislike people holding microphones that are clearly designed to clip onto a shirt. Or the
I just think it's a little preposterous, you know.
lavalier.
I just think you're trying to make yourself look
now
more
here we have
professional.
something interesting. We have
yeah.
a
Back to the
side by
parade.
side followed by a side by side pulling a trailer with a side by side, followed by a side by side, followed by a side by side.
So it's an ATV turducken, is what you're saying.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. We have ATV turducken happening.
Okay.
Gustav and when did they become side-by-sides and not, ATVs?
UTVs were what these ones were.
Oh, I see.
And then somebody decided it was more fun to call them side by sides, and I kind of agreed.
I guess it
Yeah.
has a sellable name. I don't know. I just do radio
It's kind of
stuff.
the Kleenex
The Xerox.
The Cleanox. The Cleanox.
Clean ox.
Keep your ox clean with goods from the
Cleanox.
Sports Shop, which is currently the ad up. Oh, good. The Liberty Bell is coming down the street. Is that what's
On
happening?
an old fire truck, which is coming up after we've got 2 more floats ahead of it, but it is on its way, which I believe will be starting the classic car portion by the looks of it.
Nice.
Always my favorite part of the parade, watching the classic cars go by, but hey, I'm willing to admit that I'm biased.
Is that
I
on?
like watching classic cars while listening to the Alan Parsons Project myself. What can I say?
Is that a pickup truck wearing a hat?
It is.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Okay.
For Taylor's Taxi in International Falls.
I was going to say, it's not just a truck, it's a taxi.
Now, if I pay extra, do I get the hat? Will you come pick me up with the hat on the car?
They could probably go residential on that, but probably not
Yeah.
highway.
Yeah,
Do we have a bridge in? Let's see. Do we have a bridge in town that would be a problem? I don't think so.
I just meant, over 30, 20 miles an hour.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I take this to mean that on various holidays, Taylor's Taxi may or may not pick you up in a festive vehicle. I don't know.
And we have
Oh,
the
the
Shriners
fire
coming up
truck
next.
died.
Oh no.
Hey,
There
start
we
it back
are.
up. There we go.
Ooh-ah.
He's just shy. Got in front of all the people.
Just got to
Well,
crank the jalopy there.
When you're driving a manual transmission, it's hard to do low speed as opposed to high speed.
Classic
I
flare.
get it.
I'm happy to announce I know a few of the Shriners as well. That is interesting.
Sharing the message, of course, stop burn injuries. Once again, reminding everyone listening, just be careful with your fireworks this year, folks.
Yeah.
Don't hold them in your hand. Don't hold them pointing them at each other. Just light them and fall back.
Light
Go away.
and get away. As the packaging almost
Think
always
what your mama would want you to do. Do as your mama would. And if she
And also-
encourages you, do something different.
give our lovely and talented Ayla McIntosh a break. She's working at the hospital today,
Yep.
processing people, and would rather not have to deal with that. And if you're
A
of the
birch
older
canoe float coming through.
oh yes, what's the group there?
And it has a bunch of maple leaves and American flags. Could be just more some
More friendship
Canadian
across
American
the border.
friendship.
Yeah, friendship
Can
across
American
the border.
live. We have someone on a moped. I respect. I respect.
And we have a lovely classic John Deere tractor.
I'm assuming it's for some sort
Lawn
of lawn
tractor.
service.
Well,
I can't quite read the sign. It's not bold
It,
enough.
it is a mowing company, yes.
And
Okay.
now we get to my truly favorite portion, the classic car portion.
next.
Oh, this is a gorgeous truck. Both of these.
Justin, I want you to approximate each of these colors in a regular language.
Blue, blue, and blue.
Jolly Rancher blue
Okay.
with smoke gray.
Okay.
This one, I'd say
Man alive!
brown.
It's
Van
like
Dyke brown.
it's like I just stepped into Michael's.
See, I'd say there might be a bit of
Johnson
phthalo blue
Mowing
in
was the
there as
mower.
well.
Thank you. Gorgeous Chevy Bel Air in cream de menthe.
Cream de menthe.
I see that guy around town. Yeah, that's a nice car. It's a nice automobile. Hello to you too.
Honk honk.
I mean, this must be just one of the greatest days ever to have a car like that. One would
Oh,
think. One would
I would think that'd be why you'd maintain a car like that.
Sure.
Because from here they go down. I believe they park on 3rd Street in the park for a car show
I believe you are correct.
where they show their cars and you can ask questions like, "Where'd you get that?"
What kind of motors in it?
And-
Who are you and where do you live? And do you leave your doors unlocked?
Can I have that?
Yeah, that's always cool.
The Icebox Rated Theater would like to remind others, please do not commit theft. It is bad for the soul and communities.
Gorgeous red step side.
And we're just kidding, folks.
Yes, we are.
Are we?
I am. Oh man, I kind of wish a drag race would break out.
It's the right street for it.
It is.
Bum, 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 bum.
Definitely the wrong time for it, though. There is
Yeah.
what I would call a significant police presence around here right now, so I would not race on Main Street right now.
Not to mention spectators along the road.
Oh, spectators are half the fun.
Not when they're not. Never mind. We're not just going to go down that road.
I watch too much Group B rally to
Not
think that the
going
spectators are not half the fun.
Rum, bum, 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 bum,
Fans
bum,
of
bum,
rally
bum.
can back me up on this. Gorgeous burnt orange GTO.
I'd say it's almost an umber.
It's pretty, whatever color it is.
It is.
I don't know what the paint code is, but I like it.
I wonder if that's good friend Jim Hummel's pickup truck. He was gray for the longest time. Rum, 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 rum.
I believe that's the USMC coming by. And this old pickup, Justin, I will rely upon your identifying.
Old pickup in maroon.
Okay. I was right.
Chevy, I think, Chevrolet.
Did I see something?
Couldn't quite see the front of it.
Stingray or something? I don't know.
A ZZ Topmobile joining the parade.
See, I would have called that a smoke on the water myself.
No, that's a sharp-dressed man right
Nah,
there.
that's a Speedwagon. That is an REO Speedwagon.
Wop, 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 wop.
And then the class of 1960 has a truck in.
It's very
Okay.
purple.
40, 50, 55 years, right? How's my math?
65.
65
years.
Welcome, class of 19.
Now we have a large semi-truck with some wonderful purple lighting on there. Who are you?
Rum, rum, rum. Uh-oh, someone stall?
Don't believe so.
It might be just slowing down up ahead. It may happen.
Rum, rum, rum. Big truck.
Let's see. Yes.
Pearlescent purple vehicle. How's my alliteration?
Speaking of horsepower,
We've got 3 horsepower coming up behind this semi-truck.
We gotta pony up some better commentary. Gotta quit horsing around.
And then at the very tail end, we have the unluckiest Pontiac in the world who is stuck behind the parade with nowhere to turn off.
oh, we've actually reached those law enforcement folks. They actually represent the end.
It
I
looks
believe
like they're
so.
maybe
We've got people
perhaps one more?
crossing now, so
hard to say.
it looks to be about the end of the show, folks, but we still have a little bit more to bring you here from the 4th of July Parade, International Falls, Minnesota, 2025.
But just a bit,
Yes, but just a bit.
as we are a diminutive community, so there you go. Well, what do you think, guys?
I think that's, well, we've got one last vehicle, it looks
Oh,
like,
yeah,
after the
I do see
police.
flags. I do see flags out there. Hold your horses, everyone.
I don't know that they're an official part of the parade, but they are following the parade.
I don't think it's that formal. I think if you put flags on your car, get in there.
I think we probably could have walked with this parade and brought you the whole thing.
But we do this as a public service.
That we do, and we don't quite have the technology to follow it all the way, unfortunately.
Yes, one day we'll be in the parade, I suppose, with a portable camera. So close. The shot you're seeing right now is actually with a portable camera, and it's actually a better image than the other one.
Just waiting on this El Camino here.
It's got flags. What is he gonna give us a show, you think? Gonna
Not quite sure.
burn rubber for half a block?
One would hope. I wouldn't mind that. Doesn't look like it, though.
But once again, representing the theme of the year, all things considered, and that is Canadian-American friendship. Hands across the border. Well, I was going to say, folks, the present for this edition of the International Falls Parade.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. If you couldn't be here, we're glad we could bring it to you in your homes.
Have a lovely, fun, and safe 4th of July Independence Day. Much love to all.
Do be safe, and hopefully see the fireworks tonight. No announcement yet if they're going to go ahead. I think they're going to wait on the weather.
Call your mother and tell her you love her.
Absolutely. Excellent idea. And I want to thank the Packaging Corporation of America for helping us out, bring this, as well as the Sports Shop. Claire Manka, a board member and family owned. Ballon's iSpace. Patty Ballon, thank you so much, Patty, for supporting us this year. Bremer Bank. We actually do our banking there, as Gator. Coffee Landing Cafe. Coming this September, another edition of the Coffee Landing Radio Hour. Look for you there. International Falls Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Aspargan Customs had some work done there, so to speak. Having a great old time. And Lukacic
Giving up on following the parade in that new car.
Lukacic General Packaging Corporation, and there we go. Okay, well, thank you so much down below, guys. Appreciate all your hard work during this
Happy to
edition
be
of the
here
parade.
on the ground.
Think you're up there, guy. Jeffrey
Yes,
Adams.
I engineered in the
hold on
relative coolness of this particular place. Anyway, this is the Icebox Radio Theater. Thank you so much. Check us out at iceboxradio.org.
Goodbye, folks.
Salute.